Yeah, welcome. What's up? Hope everyone's doing well today. So we're going to be running some Tomb Raider today. This is the remastered version of Tomb Raider 1, so it's had a bit of a glow up since 1996. Got a friend with me as well for moral support.
Hello, my name is Draven12.
You Tomb Raider fan, Draven?
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
All right. Do we know what outfit won the bid war? I think I saw it, but...
For the outfit that won the bid war, we have the bathrobe, coming in clutch at the end at $2,538.58.
I thought the catsuit was going to win it.
Catsuit was really, really close, but we saw that back and forth.
Yeah. All right, so as soon as I skip these cutscenes, we can start the timer. So in 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go.
And let's change Lara into that bathrobe with the sunglasses on, because they're cool. So we start off in caves. Do you know why we're here, Draven?
Oh, yeah. We're here in our bathrobe and sunglasses to get through some caves.
In the mountain caves of Peru in a bathrobe. So we've been sent here by a woman called Natla to look for an artifact called the Scion, or Scion, however you want to pronounce it. We'll later find out that Natla's up to no good, but for now, that's our mission. Caves is a pretty straightforward level. There are a couple glitches that we're going to use to kind of cut the level in half. So this is the first one coming up. So if we jump at this wall at an angle and hold grab, Lara should phase through it. Oh. If I do it correctly. There we go.
Hey, there we go.
Third try. That's all right. And then we're going to do a wall bug here. And then we're going to face off with this wolf.
He's no match, though.
No match for Lara, no. You'll see throughout this run, if you've ever played a Tomb Raider game, Lara Croft is not very friendly with animals. She doesn't get along with animals.
But had that wolf had pistols, then we'd be in trouble.
Well, yeah. We got a few more wolves here. I'm going to have to pick these off so that I can perform a glitch in a second, so they don't get in the way. And I am going to actually switch, because we can switch on the fly to old graphics. I'm going to switch to old graphics for this, because this works the exact same way as it does in the OG. And I use the visual cues. Those are some nice pixels. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I could turn that into a painting real quick.
So the flicker there, I did kind of a corner bug to embed in the wall. And normally when you do a corner bug, Lara will like teleport to the top of wherever she is. But if there's nowhere for her to go, then she gets stuck like bouncing in the wall, basically. And we can use that to our advantage to like move her along to somewhere where there's a gap. So I'm going to do another kind of corner bug here to get up here. And there we go. Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to pick up this med. Because the enemies can be quite brutal in this game, particularly in the next level. And then we have quite a big glitch coming up here. So we have a QWOP, which is a glitch that has kind of revolutionized Tomb Raider speedrunning. So you see these kind of glitches all throughout Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3. And it is named after the Bennett Foddy game, QWOP. Because you'll see in a second, if I get it right, Lara is going to do the same animation that they do in the QWOP game. Okay. I need to do that again because the wolves knocked me out of it, but that's okay.
And I believe the QWOP we have in chat was 1.2 meters, I think, for the max distance.
Oh, right, I don't know. Fun facts with Draven. Okay, so this is a tricky glitch. There are some wolves in this room that can knock us out of it or disrupt us while we're doing it. And they aren't playing nice right now. So hopefully third try. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna maneuver her around this way. I'm gonna do a loop, and that's just basically to protect her from the wolves a little bit. And then if you hold action at the door, she'll do like a quick sandbug to get underneath it. The quap is on a timer, so it's like 8 seconds or something like that. That you have to wait until you can get under the door, which is why we did that extra loop. And then there is a very angry bear waiting for us at the end of this level. I don't know if you just heard him. He's hungry. Hopefully he's nice to us. I don't know what it is, but ever since I've been playing the remaster, okay, he's been nice today, but that bear is brutal.
Oh yeah.
I've never had that bear kill a run before until I played the remaster.
He can stun lock you to death and then...
Yeah, he has an attack where he stands on his hind legs, and each swipe he does, I swear it gets rid of like a third of your health, maybe slightly more. Yeah, so this level is Lost Valley. This is like a level that I think a lot of people would remember because there are some pretty memorable enemies coming up. Dinosaurs aren't extinct.
Oh. And there's an even bigger one coming up too.
There is, yeah. So I'm going to save here just in case this glitch goes wrong and the T-Rex messes with us. So this wall bug's a little trickier than it was in the original because we can't do it on the left side anymore. But we got it anyway, so that's good. And yeah, we're going to try our best to avoid the T-Rex as much as we can because he has an animation where he can one-hit kill us. He swallows us whole.
I've seen it happen a few times.
Yeah, it's happened to me pretty often.
But not today.
Not today. Hopefully not today. Fingers crossed. So yeah, this level we're collecting 3 cogs, basically to close off the water. So there's a waterfall at the beginning of the level that we need to get behind. So that's why we're collecting these cogs right now. This would be a great time for some donations if you have any to read.
And donations, I indeed have, Beckski. Lots of love that are coming in from donations, both here in the audience as well as at home. We have $100 from Ginge Ninja that says, GLHF Bex. Thank you so much for that donation.
Thank you.
We also have $100 also from Anonymous saying, excited for some Tomb Raider.
Yay.
And we have a lovely $150 donation from Cassini2K4 saying, donating on behalf of my mom and 2 brothers. Great to see you back on the big stage, Beckski.
Oh, thank you so much. That's lovely. Thank you for those donations. The raptors knocked me into the water there. That's not very nice. They almost did it again. That's really unlucky.
They're super aggressive today.
They are very aggressive. So we got to look out for that T-Rex. I'm going to save here just because, like, you never know what this T-Rex is going to do. Okay. I think we're okay. Yeah. He's lagging behind a bit. There is a new feature in this remaster. So Tomb Raider 2 on PC originally did have hotkeys, but Tomb Raider 1 never did. In this game, though, we do have hotkeys for like healing and switching weapons and stuff, which is good. However, because I use controller, the latest patch kind of broke how the hotkeys work with controller. So you might see me having to like reach to the keyboard every now and again to use the hotkey. Otherwise, if I'm in like a really dangerous spot, I will probably just go into my inventory to heal. But it is a cool feature that they added in this, in the remaster. And here we're going to attempt a banana jump, which is just kind of a curved jump that allows us to skip some platforming.
Perfect.
First try.
Very well done.
Thank you. That is something that every now and again, I mean, I've been doing that banana jump for years, but every now and again I'll just kind of forget how to do it. It's just one of those things. And yeah, this is pretty much the end of Lost Valley. So now we've got the cogs in.
We're free.
We're free. I'm going to attempt this isn't too tricky, but I want to land on a slope as I jump over this slope. Don't want to land on that slope though. Basically so we don't have to go for a swim. There we go. And on to Qualopec. So this is the last level coming up of Peru. I'm going to do a weird little skip here. So I'm going to do this the way that we used to do it in the original. But it doesn't quite work the same because the camera's broken. So I'm going to bonk there, turn her, and I'm going to jump over that corner there, and that's going to trigger the end of the level. So it's going to trigger the ceiling to collapse. Normally when you'd run up here, this gate would close and you wouldn't be able to grab the ski on. You'd have to go the long way round and do 3 different puzzles to get to the ski on. But yeah, because of that skip, we can just skip the entire level basically. So we're in and out. And then we have kind of a boss fight at the end. We have this blonde guy shooting at us. This cowboy. This isn't not really an epic boss fight. We're just going to shoot each other for a bit and then have a chat.
Let's play some tag.
He's down.
He fell.
Yeah. There we go. And that's Peru. That's the first area. Thank you. Bringing the hype. Okay, so now we're in Greece. So essentially, Larsen's just kind of told us that Natla is a bad guy. Natla sent Larsen to kill us and collect the bit of the ski on that we just got. So now we're kind of going rogue and we're going to collect the other pieces of the ski on. For ourselves, basically. I think we're trying to stop Natla.
Yeah, before she can.
I don't know. Lara likes adventure anyway.
It's we got
She's
one
down
piece,
for the
we might as well
adventure.
get the rest.
Yeah, you might as well, yeah. But now we're going to have a guy called Pierre following us around for all of the Greece levels, and he's very annoying. You'll see why later. So yeah, I'm going to jump over that square there so as not to close this door. If you do jump on it, you have to open a switch which will trigger Pierre here, but I'm going to trigger Pierre at the end of the level instead. And then we have a tricky glitch coming up. So I'm going to go down this slope. This is where I told Javen to remind me to save.
Don't forget to save.
He didn't.
But you remembered.
I remembered anyway.
You remembered.
I did remember anyway. So the glitch itself isn't too tricky. I don't know if it can happen in the original game, but I've found that since doing that glitch on the remaster, you can void. And then once you get stuck in the void, there's no escaping it, basically. Which is why I wanted to save for that glitch. This is probably my favorite level of the game. I love Folly. So this is a really cool room. So there are 4 levers to open 4 different doors. I was going to go the glitchless way then. Let's go. Let's do the glitch. There we go. So there are 4 puzzle rooms, and each one has a key, and there are 4 keys that we need to use to open the door to the next level. So this is Damocles. They're all supposed to be based off Greek gods, but I believe some of them, they like got the names wrong for some of them. Like one of them's Norse, I think. Yeah, so we're gonna narrowly avoid those knives. And then I'm gonna do a glitch here to get us up. There we go. To Neptune.
Nice.
Neptune is a really straightforward puzzle. In the anniversary game, when they remade it, they like made this puzzle a lot cooler. I would say this is like really simple. We pull a lever, grab the key, and then we're out. It's just kind of scary because you are quite deep in the water, so you can't be dawdling. But yeah, this would be a great time if you have anything to read.
Yes, absolutely. I've got a few things that I'd like to read. First is a $500 donation from Radium V saying, amazing to see Tomb Raider Remastered at GDQ. I've been playing it since it launched and I love seeing old games getting spruced up for modern systems. Good luck, Beckski. We've got a $1,000 donation from Eric72 saying, some cheese. Yes, exactly. Some cheese to put Beckski at ease. We've got smoked Gouda, Dubliner, and of course, Wensleydale with cranberry.
That's my favorite.
And we have, I need to get to it, a $4,000 donation from Anonymous that says 100K hype.
Hi.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your donations. 100K. Beckski, you are killing it.
Wow. Yeah, that's great.
Thank you for the donos.
We're killing it. You're all killing it, guys. All right, so I just quickly got through Atlas. We have one more puzzle room left, which is Thor. I still don't really understand this room, to be honest, but there are two ways to get through it safely. So you can do a little grab there, and she gains a little invincibility, I guess, from the lightning. You can also dive, and diving is totally safe. You can time it as well. You can like jump at the wall and time it, but it's a little sketchy, so I don't tend to do that. And then we're going to do this a little unorthodoxly. So I'm going to inventory buffer here 2 times to the right, and then do a wall bug to get up there. And there we go, that's the last key. Now, is Pierre going to behave himself, do you think, Draven?
Oh, I don't know. It's a little dicey with that guy.
We'll see.
I think Pierre is going to be pretty light aggression.
Yeah, so this is kind of a sketchy part. We have 2 lions down here and a Pierre. Pierre's just going to be taking pot shots at us while we're doing our thing. And a bat as well. Bat joining in as well.
Thankfully, that pillar was in the way while the lions were coming.
I need to heal. Hover my finger over the 9 key. Yeah, we'll heal. So normally what you want here is for Pierre to have potato aim, which he tends to do. He does miss a lot of his shots. Occasionally he'll...
Like a stormtrooper.
Yeah. Occasionally he'll destroy you, but we got away with that. I'll take
bad.
it. That's not bad. And yeah, so here I'm gonna try a glitch that's kind of reliant on this lion behaving himself. So this is another like wall bug. Nice, okay, the lion stayed out of our way. And this is something that's sort of new to the remaster. We can jump on this side to shimmy across. So normally you wouldn't be able to do this, but because we can now jump twist in Tomb Raider 1, we can get away with shimmying on this side, which is a little faster than the other side.
And then just kind of curve that jump.
Yeah, you got to curve it. It's something that I don't think they ever really considered when they first, because the game's very square. I don't think they really considered that people would like curve their jumps, but it is quite useful. And then here I'm going to do a flicker I'm going to use the old graphics for this again. So this is the same glitch that I performed in the second level, but it's just got its inputs reversed. So I'm embedding Lara into the structure here. And then we can see she's like bouncing along the wall. And then she's going to come out at the top here where there's a lever for us to pull. So this allows us to skip having to jump onto the balcony and pull another lever. That's quite a nice skip, that one. And Pierre should, yeah, there he is.
But she can get lost in the wall, though, can't she?
Yeah, she can, or it can be tricky. There's a couple ways to do that glitch as well. I tend to do it the slower way just because it's more consistent for me. But yeah, it can be tricky. And then we're going to grab this secret because there's some nice loot back here.
Don't want to be falling into a void.
You want to avoid the void. Yeah. So 2 large meds and some magnums and some easy clips is like too good to pass up. So we're going to grab that secret and then pull this lever here. And then we have one more thing to do because we need a key before we can exit the level. And that key should be over in this direction. And again, kind of look out for Pierre. He's going to take pot shots at us. Yeah, there's not a ton going on here if you have anything else to read.
Yes, the love continues to come on in for you, Bex. We have $10 from Red Tie Bear saying, Beckski's 2018 SGDQ run was so inspiring to me that I'm considering learning to run the game myself now, all these years later with the remaster.
That's
so
awesome.
exciting to see a return. Let's go, Beckski. We also have $25 from Bethamphetamine XX saying, GL Bex, just remember, when the glitches don't work, it's Lara's fault. Smiley face. Thank you so much for the donation there too. And we also have $25 from Beckski's fam. Good luck with the run, Beckski. So proud of you. And we're behind you all the way. Sending our love from little old Manchester. Kiss,
That's
kiss.
so sweet.
Yes.
Gonna make me cry. Thank you so much. Those are so sweet. Yeah, anyone who's interested in running this game, the remaster is really accessible, and it's not too dissimilar from the OG. It does have some nice quality of life upgrades. Being able to change your outfit is like a new thing as well. They added that in the latest patch of this game. Yeah, I'd recommend it. There's a new control scheme. So I'm running with the OG control scheme right now because it's just more consistent to get the glitches. But you'll see if you check out the glitchless leaderboard, most of the runs are done with modern controls, and that's because modern controls are actually a lot faster. Because you can Lara moves depending on where you're pointing your camera. So rather than having to turn her like a tank, you can just whip around. Like, it's kind of crazy, but it's interesting. Those runs are fun. Have you seen any modern controls runs, Draven?
Only when you're streaming it.
Yeah.
But yeah, she turns super hard.
It's wild. It's so
Yeah.
different to tank controls. But in a good way, it adds something, I think, new to the game. So yeah, now we're in Palace Midas, which is another one of my favorite levels. I'm gonna get my magnums out actually for these. So there are a lot of enemies in this level. It's basically a zoo full of gorillas and lions. There are too many to shoot them all, really, but we do want to pop off a few of the gorillas that are in this room because we're going to do a door skip later, which will, if any enemies interrupt us, it won't work. So, yeah. In this level, we need to collect 3 lead bars, and 2 of them are in puzzle rooms like this. So this is the first one.
Very nice.
Thank you. And then I'm going to attempt to go back this way because it's slightly faster than swimming. Might get a little burn in the process, but
You did it beautifully.
thank you. Some of those sequences are actually a bit easier in the remaster because in Tomb Raider 1 OG, Lara doesn't necessarily jump when you want her to. So I believe it's because of Toby Gard, who's the creator of Lara. He wanted the animations to look as realistic as possible. So if you play the OG, Lara always takes an extra step before she jumps. But they fixed it in this game, so it's like Tomb Raider 2, where you just hit jump and she jumps straight away. So it's quite nice. It makes sequences and stuff like that quite a bit easier. Yeah, so this is the second lead bar that we're going to go for. Normally you'd have to do a quite difficult sequence of jumps.
I remember this room mostly because there was a gorilla that fell from the ceiling.
Oh yeah,
And
that
I've
does
never-
happen sometimes. I think the gorilla gets pushed up on one of the blocks and then he just like floats down really awkwardly. It's quite funny to watch. Yeah, no floating gorillas in that today. And then the third lead bar is kind of in a weird place. It's on top of a roof. So there is a third like puzzle room with some sand in it, but we don't need to do that. We can just glitch right up onto the roof. So we're gonna go this way.
Ooh, what are the gold bars for?
Ooh, what are they for?
Putting them
You
in,
tell me.
putting them in indents in the wall.
Yeah, there's a room where we can place them, and then it takes us to the cistern, interestingly.
But we gotta make them gold first.
We have got to we've got to turn them into gold. So we have the 3 lead bars now, but we do need to turn them into gold before they are useful to us. Don't want to get stuck on the lion's mouth.
Yeah, that's true.
This is where it kind of becomes a bit of a party. I'm going to save here because you never know what can happen. If I get stuck on any of these enemies or stuck on a wall or something, then Lara can be dead in like 0.5 seconds. It can happen so quickly.
Stun lock and swarm.
Yeah,
And then it's over.
they do mad damage. Like if you get stuck on a lion, it can kill you so fast. Yeah, so we're going to go over this way to Midas's hand to turn these lead bars into gold. We could turn Lara into gold as well if we wanted to, but we're not going to do that today. So I'm actually gonna turn her around and do the lead bars this way, just so there's no risk of me standing up onto the hand. I think that might be the only way I've not killed a run yet, because I've killed them every other way, but I've not ever accidentally stood on the hand. There's still time though, you never know. Yeah, so now we've got the lead bars, we can leave. And I'm gonna try and get out of here as fast as I can so that these enemies don't catch up to me too quickly. There's a lot of them. I don't even know what the count is anymore, but there's a lot.
And this music in here is just so beautifully well done.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's such a lovely soundtrack. It's not, there's not a lot of different pieces in this game, but what there is, the music is so good. Okay, so now we're gonna attempt this door skip. So I need to angle her specifically. Okay, I need to load that. It's slightly off. It's not frame perfect, but it is quite precise, the angle that you need to be at for her to jump through the door. So I'm using a visual cue on the right-hand side of my screen. And I need to reload if I mess it up because otherwise the enemies would catch up to me. That should do it. No? Okay. this time, maybe? Okay, no. You can read some donations if you like while I'm struggling it.
No worries, Beckski. And
Thank
you
you.
are doing great. Audience, how do you feel like Beckski's doing? Let's hear it. There's also lots of love coming in from the donations. We have $100 coming from Monk saying Beckski's 2018 Tomb Raider run was legendary. Super happy this game got the remaster love it deserves, and we get to see it again. We also have a $100 donation from Piwakit Barchetta. Oh, I'm so sorry if I butchered that name, but says, fond memories playing the Tomb Raider games with my mother and my cousin back in the day. We sure didn't know about any of these skips or wall jumps here. It's wild seeing something I know so well look so different. Best of luck with the rest of it. And folks, with those $100 donations there, you both have been entered for some of those amazing prizes that we just saw, including the wooden game replicas that were showcased earlier today. And, ooh yeah! Good job, Beckski.
Very well done.
I'll toss it back over to you.
Thank you. I don't know why I struggled with that so much. I guess I was just like a couple frames off every time. But we got it. I'll take it. We got it in the end. The risky thing there is that if I had to pull the levers to open the door, all the enemies would follow me in. So that's what they do in Glitchless, and this room is horrific because you have like 10 gorillas and God knows how many lions trying to kill you as you're trying to put these lead bars in.
You'll have no life and
yeah, and I don't
few
think
seconds.
I have the meds for that either, because you pick up. I think you probably have a couple more meds in Glitchless by this point. I don't know, maybe not. But yeah, it wouldn't have been fun if I would have had to open the door. Okay, so we made it to the cistern. This is kind of a complicated level casually. It's quite easy to get like confused playing this level because some of the rooms rely on the water being up and some of the rooms rely on the water being down. So we have a glitch that allows us to just bypass having to worry about the water. So we're just going to put it up and we're going to play the whole level with the water raised. So I'm going to go in here and pull that lever now. Pierre should show up.
Oh, Pierre.
Again, yeah. Hopefully he's nice. Go away.
Because he tends to disappear after a set amount of damage.
Yeah, he does. You can shoot at him and he will disappear. You can't kill him until the next level. But it's just waste time if you have to shoot at him. But yeah, he's really annoying.
It's funny too, because even if you try to follow him, he'll go around the corner and all of a sudden he's gone.
Yeah, he just disappears out of thin air. He's a magician.
Yeah.
So this is Glitch. I actually taught Draven this one on his first playthrough. Do you remember Draven?
I do.
He was asking for help and I just said, oh, do you want to learn the glitch? And he did.
Took me only a few minutes to learn it, but I got it down.
Easy one, that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's another kind of form of corner bug, but this one's just in the water. So there are multiple keys that we need to collect in this level. Normally it's 2 rusty keys, 2 silver keys, and a gold. We can skip one of the rusty keys, but we do need the rest of them.
Excuse me, Gator.
Yeah, don't mind me. So yeah, I'm going to pull this lever. The crocodiles can be a little annoying. So there are 2 floating around in the water right now. I'm going to have a little chomp. I can't see. It's in my way.
Later, Gator.
Later, Gator. In a while, crocodile. Yes, so I believe this is the last key we need. Yeah, the gold.
Oh.
I'm actually not doing too bad health-wise. Sometimes I can be like on near 0 health at this point. All right, so we're just going to use these keys and get out of the level, basically. So if you have anything to read, again, it would be a great time.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking about Pierre earlier, and we have a $25 donation from Neko Mickey that says, "This one is for Pierre to behave. I hope he misses every shot, just like I do in Overwatch." Thank you so much, Neko Mickey. And then we were talking about the Gators earlier. We got $25 from Scandalbar that says, "I guess there isn't a Save the Animals incentive for Tomb Raider." No,
Definitely not.
There's not. But you can apply your donation to other incentives like the costume choice bid war for After Image that will be run a little bit later by Kuroshi Drive, as well as our Switch to Joe Musashi Shinobi run later on by Giga's Blues. I'm sorry, not by Giga's Blues, by Cypher In later on. So get those donations in.
Nice, yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, so that's Cistern over and done with. To Hoken, this is the last level of Greece. We finally get our showdown with Pierre at the end of this level. It kind of throws you into the deep end here, so we need to swim down and pull this lever before we can go up for air. And then we have a pretty cool glitch coming up. So I'm going to pull this lever. There's a crocodile in the next room that I'm going to have to get rid of so that I can do the glitch coming up.
Could turn him into boots.
You could. Unethical, but you could. Yeah, Lara's not really friends with the animals. She's no Dr. Dolittle, let's say that. So I'm going to find the right angle here. I'm going to save just in case. So this block, you might have seen me doing crack bugs. I can't remember how many I've done at this point. But wherever there's like a block with space behind it, you can jump through the crack. With that block, however, because it's like you're meant to make it float to be able to get onto a ledge. If you jump behind that one, you're stuck. You can't jump back out. So that glitch is a little scary just because there is a chance that you will go behind the block and get stuck, basically. But that didn't happen, fortunately. So Pierre might show up here. He won't if he knows what's good for him. And then we're going to do another skip here. So there's a couple ways to do this. I like to do it this like old school way. I just save again just because if I do this wrong, Lara will crunch on the floor. Yeah, we did it right. So ideally in that room, or what the devs were intending is you would shimmy across, pull a lever and fill that room with water so that you could get to that ledge that I jumped to. But again, because we can do our banana jumps, we don't need to do that. And this is probably one of the only places that I am sad about for the remaster, because right now we don't have a way to do a really cool like swim bug that we had in the OG. I don't know if you remember it, Draven. Do you remember the air swim glitch? It's really cool. It's one of my favorite glitches. So Lara swims through like a ledge.
Oh, yes, yes.
She like air fish, I think some people call it. She like swims into the air. We don't have a setup for that yet. It's possible you could do it. There's not a lot of testing that's been done for glitch. I have to give a shout out to a guy called Tombo, who has come up with a lot of these setups that I'm using today for the remaster. So the run is like majorly the same as the OG, but some of the setups have changed just because of Lara's jump changing a bit and the camera being a little different. So yeah, shout outs to Tombo because he is an amazing runner, and he's come up with a lot of the setups that I'm using.
Because I believe that glitch would be set up where you're on the left side in the water, and you kind of like have the camera behind Laura, kind of looking up,
Yeah.
and then.
Oh yeah, for the airfish one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's definitely a cool glitch. I'd check it out if you've not seen it before. But it was just in that room, just before, in the OG. So yeah, I'm hoping that someone will come up for a setup for that at some point. I would try, but I'm no good at you need a lot of patience.
Yeah, I wasn't very good when I tried it, but yeah, it does require a lot of patience, but as long as you keep trying, you'll definitely get it.
Oh yeah, definitely. So this is one of the only areas in Glitched where we have to pull and push this block. We need to push it onto 2 of these like pressure plates to open a couple of doors, to grab 2 different keys. It's a bit of a slow room, this one. We're nearly out of there. And up here we have to be careful because there is a trap. The clang clang door. So if I run forward and jump straight away, we should get out of there safely. It looks really dangerous, but it's not that dangerous. And then hopefully the gorilla in this room is nice to us as well. And then we're coming up to our showdown with Pierre, which I'm pleased about.
Finally.
I like dispatching of Pierre. I'm going to hold my guns out here just to stop a camera angle change from when I go into the water.
That gator is too slow.
And hopefully I can be in position for a wall break here. Yeah. Whoa. And then I think we have to pull one more lever and then we have the big showdown with Pierre. So we definitely have time for a few donations.
Absolutely, and hopefully Pierre does behave. We donated for it, darn it. We have a $25 donation from Katie Kit that says, hello from the crowd. Hello, Katie. Golly, I remember playing Tomb Raider 1 as a kid. So cool to see the run and a remaster. Have a good run, Beckski.
Thank you.
And we also have $25 from Cece saying it's always great seeing Beckski running Tomb Raider, one of my all-time favorite games. Thank you for teaching me the banana jump in your last GDQ run. Thank you so much, Cece. And look at that, Beckski. The legacy lives on. I love it.
Nice.
A little late for the prize giving.
Ooh, Pierre.
There we go.
It's all about the prizes.
He's very French. Can you give me your best Pierre impression, Draven?
Oh, no.
A little late for the prize giving, no? That was it. He didn't last long, did he?
No, not at all.
That's Pierre down.
Looked like he tried to run through the wall.
Yeah, sometimes he does. So a little trick that you can use, anyone at home, if you stand on one of these blocks while you're fighting Pierre, Pierre kind of, I don't know, his AI just freaks out and he tries to run away into this door that's closed.
Like there's something in there that's going to save him.
Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking. Okay, so on to Egypt. So this is a sequence to do a wall bug. Again, this is one of Tombo's. So I'm going to inventory buffer a few times to the left. The stumble is on purpose. There we go. And this level is pretty short in Glitched. It's a lot longer in Glitchless. Because we can go up this way and do like a fence clip here.
Ooh, what is that?
So you see there's a little gap in the fence. We can just maneuver Lara right through it. What do you think of the old graphics here?
I love
a
them.
new graphics fan or an old graphics fan?
I'm an old graphics fan.
Are you?
Absolutely. But I love that you can switch on the fly
It's cool.
whenever
yeah.
you want to.
It's cool. Another really cool feature of this remaster is, I don't know if any of you guys know, but there are expansions for each of the classic Tomb Raider games, and this game has them all. So it has 1, 2, and 3 included, and all the expansions for 1, 2, and 3 in it as well. So there's one for Tomb Raider 1 called Unfinished Business, which has a couple extra Egypt levels and a couple Atlantis levels. So it's cool. Have you played Unfinished Business?
I haven't yet.
It's worth a playthrough. They're cool levels. So in the OG, there is a glitch that you can do to get through this window, which skips us having to get a key here. I think Tombo did come up with a setup for it, but I can't remember whether or not it works on this patch. I didn't learn it. So I'm going to do a real OG strat. Like, this is an old school strat. So we're going to grab the key. I don't think it's too much slower. And it means that we can, if you do the window strat, you have to exit in an awkward way as well. You have to do like quite a difficult glitch to get out of it. So we won't have to do that now because we got the key. And I have to be careful here because whenever you do a crack bug, if you're not right up against the wall and the block, there is a chance Lara can void. So again, we want to avoid the void wherever we can.
Yeah, don't want to get lost in there.
No.
There's no coming back.
All right, no coming back from that. So we're going to do another corner bug here. So I don't know if I really explained corner bug. Corner bug's a pretty straightforward glitch. There's actually an achievement tied to doing a corner bug. So there's like a med kit in Palace Midas that is unreachable unless you do a corner bug. And basically you need to stand at like a 45-degree angle. I'm going to have to show you again. Because I wasn't meant to fall in the water there.
Hey, I don't mind.
There we go. So you want to be at a 45-degree angle, basically, and jump a couple times. And there we go, it's easy peasy.
Wow.
All right, I'm not going to do that jump this time. We'll just go this way.
You make it look so easy and so elegant at the same time.
It is. The corner bugs are surprisingly easy to do. But yeah, I think they included like that medkit in Midas because they knew that you could do corner bugs when they like were releasing the game, but they didn't have time to like patch it out really, or I think they would have had to do like a lot of messing around. So they just kind of left it in, and they left that medkit in as like a, hey, we know you can do this. Like we know. So yeah, but there's an achievement tied to it in the remaster as well, which is quite cool.
It's pretty nice that they added that little feature to it.
Yeah. So again, we're going to do like a shelf bug here. So I'm going to turn Lara to the right angle, jump forward, and up she goes. And then we're going to do a little bit of a sketchy jump. So we're going to kind of curve Lara again here and do a late grab. Oh, that would have been death. So we want to do like a late-ish grab just to push her forward a bit to land on this ledge. Otherwise, she won't quite reach it. And then we're going to grab this secret here. And pretty much coming up to the end of this level. So we need these objects to open the door to the next level. And this is the point where if I'd done the window skip, I would have to do like a weird sequence to escape. But because we opened this door, we can just go back through the door now. So I call this like a cozy strat. There's no stress. I'm going to do another little fence bug here. So I'm just going to switch to old graphics because you can't see the gap in the fence in the new graphics.
Oh, I see it there.
Yeah. So that is the point where you can like maneuver her through, where you see the little gap. And then here we can just climb up.
How did you do that?
Lara doesn't believe in fences. They ain't stopping her. And yeah, so we're out of here basically. We just got one more level of Egypt left. Yeah, if you have anything to read again, this would be a great time.
Yeah, definitely. We've got $25 from Dave C saying, thanks for a great first day of SGDQ. Let's keep it going from DC. And that's right, there is so much amazing stuff here at SGDQ. If you catch up on Games Done Quick on Twitter, there's actually a poll for trying to see what was your favorite part of day one. So if you haven't checked it out already, Games Done Quick on Twitter is doing polls all the time, and we get to just shout out our opinion and engage with the content in that way. So it's pretty cool. And Beckski, for you, we got $25 from Yadingus saying, great to see Beckski back at GDQ. Have a great run.
Thank you so much.
Got time for one more?
Yeah, definitely.
We got $5 from Mechner saying, Beckski, you owe me $1. Now you owe me 5 more. Good luck on your run. Thank you so much, Mechner.
I'm saving that dollar forever.
Forever and ever.
All right, cool. Yeah, so they're stepping backwards just messes with the AI of those Atlanteans, so they don't aggro. So it's pretty useful. The Atlanteans are like really annoying enemies. They're gonna shoot meatballs. This guy always shooting pellets. When they get really angry, they shoot meatballs at us, and it's not very nice.
I remember I first ran across those meatballs, and I died super fast.
Yeah.
It was just like...
Yeah, they do big damage.
And it's like rapid fire too, because it's just like meatball after meatball.
Pew, pew, pew. Oh, I want to make sure I don't fall. Slip. No slipping. Yeah, so I'm going to take out... There is a flying one here. I could leave him, but he is going to be a nuisance probably if I left him alive. There is one more flying mutant that I probably will leave alive, but he can be annoying, so hopefully it's not. Bless RNG. So yeah, there's a couple levers that I need to pull here. We need to collect 2 anks, I think they're called. Place them in the Sphinx. So there's one down here. So again, I'm going to do like a curve jump here to land on this ledge.
Make it look so easy.
I mean, I've had a lot of practice, to be fair. I've been running this game for, I don't know, since 2017, 2018? Maybe 2018, can't remember. If anything, I should be making it look easier. I feel like I'm making it look hard.
I want to say since like 2016.
Yeah, so I ran this game quite a long time ago, SGDQ 2018. I ran this version of the game. It's so nice to have like such a gorgeous looking remaster. Like, I'm so chuffed that we have this. Lara looks great.
Uh-oh.
We're okay.
See what I mean by how quick they are?
Yeah. I'm going to do some jump twists here because the distance that she jumps is a little bit shorter, I think, when she does a jump twist. So it stops us from bonking there. And then we're going to make our way to the second ankh. Oh, I hear flapping. You hear the flapping?
Behave.
Hopefully he stays out
Behave
of the
up
way.
there. Okay.
Yeah, so this gets a little scary because this, where we're about to go is really high up actually. So I'm gonna do, again, another wall bug to get up there. Oh, I hear flapping again, he's close. But yeah, we are like really high up now. And the AI for the Atlanteans can be quite janky. Like they just run into you and knock you about, and it's
Fall right off and
quite something.
yeah.
Hopefully I can glitch up here before he comes up. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
okay. We're okay. Grab it, Lara. Ow. I have plenty of med packs. I think we're gonna be okay.
I don't think he is though. He's stuck in there.
Right, so now we can put these into the Sphinx. They're so aggressive.
Always.
So yeah, this is like the high point of the level. It's really, really high up. And sometimes the Atlantean can land up here with you. And you either just have to pray, or a backup strat is to grab onto the Sphinx and wait for the Atlantean to fly off. It's very annoying. But he played nice there, so I can't complain. And then we have like a kind of a weird skip coming up. So when we pull this lever, there's going to be a current that's going to try and drag us upwards. If we save immediately after pulling this lever and load the game, it should cancel out the current. Yeah, so that we can just swim back this way as opposed to having to go around. So it's a nice little time save. But there is a part as well in like Lost Valley, if you fail the banana jump and you land in the water, if you remember quickly enough, you can save and load and it'll cancel the current so that you don't have to be pulled down and climb all the way back up. And now we have a long climb to get to the top of here. And then we're going to do something a little odd. So we used to call it, I don't know if we still call it, the believer strat. Because when we first discovered it, we weren't really sure if it like worked or if it was a fluke. So we're going to grab this like object at the top, and then we're going to do 2 back steps. And hopefully that means that the AI of the creatures up here, they're going to behave, and they're not going to ambush us quite as quickly as they otherwise would if we just ran straight into it. I believe. Okay, I need to heal. Nice, so that wasn't so bad. It worked. I believe in the believer strat. Woohoo!
Gotta believe.
You gotta believe.
Gotta believe.
So the game like kind of intends us to have a showdown with Larson here, but we don't need to. We can just grab the ski on and ignore him. And then this is that classic level in Tomb Raider where we have lost all of our items. I think we still have our med kits, but we've lost our weapons. So yeah, we're not going to even try and get them back. We're going to, first of all, this is quite a difficult skip, so I'm just going to shut up for a second. Okay, I've already messed that up. Let me try again. So this is another quap. I was having some trouble with this today in practice. Okay, I'm gonna skip the quap. We're gonna do some glitchless strats. So there are 2 different setups that you can do for that quap. Don't land in the water. But both of them are kind of tricky. Like, Lara is very sensitive to how much you press a direction, and you have to be really precise at a really precise angle to get into the quap state. And I was just not having any luck with that today, so I'm not gonna spend loads of time on it. We'll just pull the lever instead. It's not quite as cool, but it is what it is.
No worries.
Yeah, I don't trust myself with that glitch today.
Would you trust me with it?
No, probably not.
Thanks.
It's really difficult. There's even a visual cue that you can use. You don't necessarily need the setup. You can find the right angle with the camera, but it's really tricky to get the right angle for it.
Because any slight adjustment, any even just off by a hair.
Yeah, exactly. Lara will be in the wrong position for it.
Yeah.
But the quap would have allowed us to get through there without having to move it with the lever. So it is a nice skip, but yeah. Just don't trust myself with it today. And that's actually quite a difficult jump, that one. It's another banana jump, but that one's quite not as lenient as some of them can be. And I gotta say as well, talking about modern controls earlier, modern controls makes banana jumps like that really, really easy because you can just whip your camera around.
Just so much more control and.
Yeah, you have so much more control over Lara's angles and everything. It's actually wild. I actually really like modern controls, I have to say. When I first tried them, they were horrific. I thought they were horrific. I thought there's no way I'm ever going to play the game with modern controls. And to be fair, when this game first came out, modern controls were quite unpolished. The camera was bad, and they just felt really off.
Now, say if there was somebody that was new to speedrunning, would you recommend the modern controls or the classic?
Probably, if they're
tank controls?
speedrunning, yeah. If you're doing glitchless, I would definitely recommend modern controls. They are a lot faster, and I'd say they're probably more accessible as well. So here, again, I'm doing a weird little sequence to try and get this wall bug.
Just a little buffer.
To avoid platforming. Yeah, I don't know if I explained inventory buffering, but basically inventory buffering moves you a couple of frames in whatever direction you're doing it at a time. So it allows you to get into some precise angles.
It's great for setups.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's really useful. And this is another part where, so in the OG, there's a door down here that we would normally be able to jump through. For whatever reason, you can't do it anymore in the remaster. In the very first version of the game, you could still do that door skip, but with the latest patches, you can't. So
cheddar block.
So we have to go this way instead. So they do this in glitchless. This is a cool little setup that allows us to time getting through this door because you're not really meant to get through that door. That's why this guy is frozen. Say cheese.
Can't move.
Yeah, that's his famous line. He normally says, "Say cheese." But yeah, he's frozen today. He's chilling.
Which is funny too, because it kind of looks like almost this pyramid is made out of cheese.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know what kind of cheese you're eating, but
The pyramid kind, apparently.
Oh yeah, so we're coming up to the end of this level, and then we have 2 more left, and it's gonna get weird. It's gonna get very weird. And you'll see what I mean in a second. What do you think of the shades on Lara?
I think they look great.
Yeah,
but we
they're
just
cool.
don't see them all that often.
No, we don't.
I mean, it's the perfect outfit match along with the bathrobe,
Yeah,
of course.
isn't it?
You're just that cool.
She's slaying. All right, so this is Atlantis. This is a very short leveling glitch. So I just need to do a little bit of messing around at the beginning here. And yeah, I didn't explain, but we don't pick up any weapons in Natla's mines because the game just gives you your pistols back at the start of this level, and it gives you the Uzis. So you don't really need to. Oh, a little clumsy, Lara. You don't really need to grab any weapons in Natla's at all.
If I was Natla, I would definitely be sweating right now.
Oh yeah. She's quaking in her boots. Probably not. All right, so we have quite a big glitch coming up. You did see me do this earlier. It's the same glitch that I did in Folly. I don't know if you will remember. I'm going to do the exact same setup for it. The only thing here is that we need to beware of the enemies here. So I'm going to do a sidestep, back step, and then I'm going to do 2 inventory buffers with my guns out, run forward into the wall, and that skips like the
Nice. Very
entire
well
level.
done.
Thank you. So yeah, that takes us right to the end of the level here. So it's a really nice glitch, that one. And yeah, these enemies will be frozen here because you're meant to come the other way. Like everything is triggered via like tiles that you run over basically in this game. So if you don't run over the specific tile, then the enemy just doesn't trigger. It's just waiting there for you forever.
Just to step on that one tile.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we just have one more level coming up. We have a big boss fight here. And luckily we can skip the cutscene there now. You couldn't skip the cutscene there in the OG. Okay, so I'm going to bait this guy, this torso, this huge gigantic torso thing, monstrosity, around this platform. He can one-hit kill us. He also has a move that like takes away half of our health, so we don't want him to get too close to us. But he isn't that hard of a boss fight, really. Do you know his name, Draven?
I don't. What is his name?
Supposedly, well, I think in the Japanese version of the game, or was it in the Prima guide? I can't remember. They called him Adam.
Oh.
I don't know where that came from. I don't know if the devs intended him to be called Adam.
Maybe after Adam and Eve?
Possibly, yeah. So Natla, who's like the big evil in this game, she is like, her plan is to make like a new breed of like monsters, basically. So that's what these Atlantean creatures are, and that big torso thing.
Oh, playing God. Huh?
That's the future, according to Natla.
How she wants it to be seen.
I guess, yeah. What a world that would be. There is also in the OG, there is a big skip in this level. Like you can skip doing all of this with quite a complex sequence. So it glitches you from that fight that we just did up to the platform where the Skion is that we're going to see in a minute. It is a really hard glitch. I think Tombo did find, like he did recreate it, but it's not quite as easy to do on this version of the game at the moment, so I'm going to do it the old school way. I don't know if I'm a little far forward here. I'm going to just reset a sequence there. And yeah, the game gets a bit sketchy at the end here because there's lots of things that are trying to kill us. There's these big boulders. There's spikes, there's swinging axes, there's lava everywhere.
Wouldn't be a tomb without them.
Yeah, right? So I'm gonna go fast, but I'm gonna like go slow at the same time because it's quite scary. Whenever there's a collapsible tile like this, if you sidestep, you just teleport to the bottom. So that's quite useful. And after we've shot that ski on, this is where we try and make our great escape. I'm probably going to save a few times. Yeah, just because, yeah, in case that I just slip into
Good
the
thing.
lava.
Don't you hate it when that happens? I mean, I don't like it when I slip into lava.
Straight into the lava. Lara would not be good at that game. The floor is lava. The sad thing about that having to load those, we lost the hype music. There's no hype anymore.
Oh, it's still there.
Oh, okay, good.
'Cause you gotta believe.
Oh yeah, I believe, I think. But yeah, you can see how treacherous this level is. I'm probably going to do one more save here because there is, when I turn, there's a tricky, if I miss time, yeah. So sometimes you can run behind that axe, but if you mistime it, you have to go on the other side of it, and you risk being squashed by the boulder then. That's quite scary.
It took me quite a while to get through this part.
Yeah, it's rough, especially when you're a bit nervous.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a bit nervous. Yeah, we're really close to the end now. If you have anything else to read, this will be get them out.
Yeah, absolutely, Beckski, and you are doing amazing. We've got $25 from Phantom T-Mac saying had to donate during Beckski's Tomb Raider run. She's a great runner and an incredible person. Raid those tombs and raise those funds. P.S. There are too many great Silent Hill prizes to choose from, and I want them all. Well, Phantom T-Mac, thank you so much for that. You don't need to worry about choosing. You got entered in for a lot of those prizes with that $25 donation. Thank you so much for that. Got time for some more?
Yeah, I mean, we're right at the end of the run, to be honest.
Well, you just let me know when it's just sort of like, oh, we need, so.
Yeah, so I just have one more glitch to do, and then that's it. We're going to totally skip the last boss. So that was Natla there shooting at us, but we're just going to ignore her. See you later, Natla. We're out of here. We've got a speedrun to finish. And that is time.
Woo! GG.
Amazing.
We got there in the end. There's some sketchy moments there, but we did it.
Awesome
Yeah.
job, Beckski. Any
Thank you
shout outs
so
that
much.
you'd like to share?
Shout out to the fam back at home. I can't believe if they're up for this run, then that's amazing because it is very early in the morning back at home. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Thank you, Draven, for being with me.
You're welcome, and thank you
The moral
for
support.
allowing me to be back here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you to the host. You were awesome. Thank you to all the tech and everyone backstage. You're all awesome. And thank you to everyone who donated as well. It's for a great cause, and I really appreciate all of it. So yeah, thanks for having me.